fans, welcome back to another Horror 365 Live. Here I am, yours truly, the mouthpiece of the Northeast, Jimmy J, alongside with the man himself, the anesthesiologist, Swift
Boom.
Knox, aka the Bullet Boss. What is going on, horror heads? Happy Wednesday. What's happening, Swift? No,
Jimmy, what's the deal?
Oh, the deal
Another
is
one.
I need a better internet connection, and my main man, our main man, Johnny Sparks, the most electrifying cosplayer in the game today. He's getting me these repeaters because this has been a nightmare, but we're here. We started a little bit late.
It's been a bane to our existence.
It's only going to get better from here, bro, because you know what? We can't get any worse. But we're here today, and the big question today, to remake or not to remake? That, my man, and that, my friends here, is the question, okay? And I got to tell you, this is a topic that I know a lot of people are going to be engaging in right here because there are people that I know that absolutely love the idea of movies being remade, and we'll get to that. And then the majority of the people that I know absolutely hate that idea. But I want your take on it first. What's your take on remakes?
See, this is a tough topic for me because generally, like my friend Alyssa said, leave the original alone, leave the classics alone. But then on the other hand, I think of John Carpenter's The Thing. Like, come on,
Yeah.
like so I go back and forth with it. But my thing is only if it's a good quality film, I'm with it. Anything good quality that a lot of hard work goes into and to make it a good thing, then I'm with it.
If it's done right? If it's done
Absolutely.
right, that's what it comes down to. And let's see who's chiming in over here in the chat. Chat's been pretty active before we even got things rolling over here, which I appreciate you guys. Of course, Mama Swift in the building. Shout out to Mama Swift, Chicky. What's
¿Cómo está, ma?
Horror 521. What's happening?
The brain.
The brain.
The brain.
Mike.
Yeah.
Swift, you're such a welcoming host, Mike says. It's
Big Mike, welcome in.
Yeah, Mike up in the building.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, listen, got my food ready. I appreciate that.
Well, I hope you're ready to chat as well. Let us know what you think. I hope you're ready to do that too. Oh, we got Jimmy the Gin in the house. That's my main man, 50 grand from Brooklyn. What's up?
Listen, Jimmy the Gent. Let me tell you, I heard story has it. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, Jimmy, but you used to give the servers $100 just to keep the ice cubes cold. Tell me if that's not true.
He did it 2 times, baby.
You should have go get the papers. Get the papers. Me 2 times. What's happening? Brooklyn Diva in the building.
Hey, welcome back. Good to see you.
Yeah,
good
man.
to see you.
Good to see you guys and girls. Paige, what's happening, Paige?
Hey, my baby Paige.
There we go.
How's everything?
Main man, Tony Massari.
Oh, Tony, my man from another land.
The legendary Tony there. And,
yes, indeed.
Oh, Brandon in the building.
This is the dopest in the game, Brandon. What's up? How you doing?
Man, doing his thing over there. Let me tell you something. For Brendan, young kid, very knowledgeable. We got to get him on the show next month. He knows.
Oh, yeah, let's do it,
stuff, man. He does his research, does his homework. You got to check out his content. Brandon Champ. He's just incredibly gifted, that kid, and bright future in the horror in this killer community here. So check out Brenda Champ.
Great to have him. Great to have you, bro.
Natalie.
Hey, what's up?
All right. We got Regina in the building.
G, what's up, G? How you doing? Thanks for coming out.
My main man, Matt Griffin.
Matt Griffin, my brother from another mother.
My man, every week.
What's happening?
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Hope everybody's well. Hope everything's good.
Yep, we got Nemo Burns.
Nemo. What's the dilly? Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. Tony Massari, always love it better than you found. Oh, leave it better than if you found. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, you know what? Let's
Facts.
get on that too, because I think like when it comes to remakes, you brought up one of the good ones, the Thing. Okay, it's done
Yeah,
better than the original. John Carpenter. John Carpenter has these films, and that could be another topic. Like, big time directors, most underrated films. I mean, he has gems. This man, the Thing, obviously, but They Live.
for sure.
They
For
Live,
sure.
man. That alone, too. Again, I know it's not a remake, but like Carpenter, way ahead of his time. This guy, and then Craven, Wes Craven, another one with these gems. It's People Under the Stairs. One of my, I know I talk about that often, but one of my favorite films. But you think about some remakes that have been done right? Because if you're gonna do it,
Mhm.
you got to go hard. This one right here, man, just the Blob, right? This is a killer graphic
Oh
here.
yeah,
Who did
the
this art?
Blob.
I was trying to find
Yeah,
out, but yeah, the Blob,
1988,
yeah, 1988 Blob.
and they made it great.
I thought it was better than the original. I thought it was, most people agree on that.
Yeah, I liked
Has
it a
that
lot. I liked it.
whole 80s vibe, man. It's just,
Yeah.
but the way it was shot, the story, the characters, very well done. Another one, I know you can speak on this too. Evil Dead 2013. I know we said this plenty of times,
Oh
uh,
yeah,
but man, the blood, man, there was an abundance of blood in this film, and
sure was.
when you think about movies like in major franchises,
Hmm.
you gotta, if you're gonna touch on that, it has to be done right, man. And I feel like if you're gonna touch on like the major, like Nightmare, we'll get to that in a sec. Nightmare, Friday 13th, all that stuff. It's hard. It's like, why? I mean, I feel like a lot of times people go for the the name, obviously, because they know, like, if they're, I'm making a Friday the 13th remake or Nightmare on Elm Street, it's gonna draw attention. You're gonna get sales.
Yeah,
People are gonna watch it because the name holds weight.
it's a
But
cheat code.
yeah, it's a cheat code, exactly. But now you look at it, it's like, I look at Nightmare on Elm Street 2010, and I know I'm shitting on this film a lot, but I have a right to. I feel like, and we all do. I mean, like,
Creepy Betty, that's for you.
yeah, yeah. If you're out there watching, I'll tell you right now, the worst, my opinion, the worst remake, period, was this Nightmare on Elm Street film.
Mm.
Uh, you gotta do it justice if you're gonna dive into a franchise like that. And they totally shit the bed with that one, man. And it's hard. It's hard to, let me see some of these comments I said, but it's hard to touch on some of these films and really.
See,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, the thing is, like you said, you have the established property, so you have a built-in everything, but then you're trying to live up to what was already done. So you have the up and then you have the down because it's going to be very hard to do something that's going to be as iconic as the original IP,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
yeah, no, you're right. And the truth is that horror fans, all of us, I feel like in comparison to all the other genres, we're gonna give the movie a shot, no matter how bad it is. We're gonna watch
Yeah,
it, man. I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, we're known. Our genre is known for those cheesy movies, man. From 80s,
absolutely.
70s, and 90s. Even today. I mean,
Hmm.
we come on. There's a cult following for Thanksgiving. All right. I mean, in all these other B movies that, I mean, nobody else but us, but our community horror fans
Hmm.
know about, and that just speaks, like, if we're saying that you were looking at Nightmare on Elm Street 2010, this movie shit, that says a lot, because we have a lot of subpar films, but it's just enjoyable.
Yeah,
A lot of those movies are just, they're original concepts, most of them, the B movies, and we just enjoy them because they're so bad they're good. But if you're gonna get into a franchise like Nightmare or Friday or Evil Dead, something like that, you have to do it justice. And Fede Alvarez did in 2013.
oh
I
yeah,
even think the Friday the 13th 2009 film was not
2009.
bad. It was a pretty good movie.
It
Uh,
was, yeah, it was good. It didn't disappoint. It was a good watch.
Absolutely, man. And let me go to some of them, see some of the comments what we got in here.
Excuse me, sorry about that.
Scroll up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, Hayes. Brooklyn Diva. Best remake ever, Tony. I don't know
Oh, The
which
Thing,
one
I
you're
guess.
talking about. Probably The Thing. Yeah.
Oh, Evil Dead. Okay, it's for Evil Dead.
2013 Evil Dead. Yeah. Top tier
Top
remake.
Tier remake.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And I gotta ask Paige something too. Paige, I want to know what did you think about the remake of Hellraiser? Put it in the chat. Let us know because I know you're a big Hellraiser fan.
That was another one. Yeah.
Make something new, but keep the core. Yes, there you
Yeah.
go, Mike.
That's it. Why you have to keep that foundation. If you
And
start to,
Jimmy. Yeah,
you're
yeah. Go
right.
ahead. No, that's the Mike I was telling you about.
Oh,
Mike W. That's Mike W. Yeah,
Mike. Okay, my man Mike. What's happening, buddy?
yeah.
I appreciate you chiming in. Always leave it, but yeah, I think I clicked on that
Always
one.
leave it better.
I'm
You
trying to
found it.
pull you up
Absolutely.
in the comments because it started scrolling off here. You can watch. Yeah, definitely, Jimmy. Give that a watch. I think it was 1958.
I saw that at the theaters. They about 3 years ago, like right after the pandemic, they had an initiative in the theaters where they were playing the classic horror films. So I went to see the Blob at the theater. It was a sick experience. It was awesome. The original Blob.
The original, yeah, man.
Steve McQueen. Yeah,
They do the
I
Blob
saw
Fest
that.
every year by Phoenixville at the
Okay,
Colonial Theater. They got
let's see,
a whole
Mike.
festival.
Evil Dead, yes. My Bloody Valentine, yes. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, hell yes. Friday
Yes.
the 13th, yes. Absolutely.
And yeah, My Bloody Valentine
Oh,
wasn't even that
yeah,
bad. You know?
yeah. It was good. It was enjoyable. Evil
Yeah.
Dead did have a game. Okay.
Yep.
Regina, oh, okay. So it's kind of like they made a video
Video
game
game
into a
into a movie like
movie.
Resident Evil.
Like your finance. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Hey, Johnny Sparks. Yeah, thank you, Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah, you said it.
F 2010.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there it is. Nightmare. Yeah, it was shit,
Yeah.
man.
There you go, Mikey.
Although I did like God, you guys should know by now I'm bad with names. The guy that played Freddy in the remake.
Haley. That's Haley.
April Fool's post that they're doing a part 2. It was a joke, but yeah, man, I was laughing at that one.
That was
Yeah,
Haley.
it was garbage for real.
Yeah. How do
How
you
do you
guys
guys
feel
feel
about
about
videos?
video? Yep, turn into movies. Your opinions? I
Mm,
guess in video games.
video games turn to movies. They're starting to be good. They're starting to be good. Before it was horrendous. Now they're starting to be good. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean, I
they're
think
starting
that
to be enjoyable.
starting. Yeah, I liked Resident Evil, the game. I remember playing Resident Evil 2 for PlayStation a lot back in the
Hmm.
day. That was one of my games, and I enjoyed the game a lot more than I did the movie. But either way, if it's done right too, that's going to be something epic. And what I think there's a series as well. Man,
A
based on
Netflix,
a
a
game. Yeah,
Netflix series.
you know what I'm talking about. No, there's a series also for this new video game. Man, it's very popular right now. Somebody help me with this one. Jesus.
You talk about the Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Thank you. Yes, there it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Last of Us.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, we got some comments rolling in here, so we're gonna keep. I love this. I love the fact that you guys.
Yeah, keep them coming. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. You know we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for chiming in, letting us know what you're thinking, and letting us feel the energy because we get energized from you guys.
That's what I'm talking about,
They
man.
made Freddy Krueger conspiracy real in the remake, turning him into a molester.
Yeah. And that's the thing. They never said that word. And it was a child murderer, child killer. We knew whatever it was, and I think how Wes had it. With the original, I mean, come on, man, it speaks for itself. I don't even got to talk about that. I mean, the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise is one of the greatest horror franchises of all time. And then to have a remake, they shouldn't even remade it. They should have made another movie. But obviously, Rob, he wasn't putting the makeup on. I think the last time Rob put the makeup on was an episode of TV show of the Goldbergs. From what I said, yeah, I read it up. I was like, when the hell? Because I thought it was Freddy versus Jason. I know a little about a lot. So, with Rob, I was hoping that we can get him in one other film, but that's not going to happen. Hopefully, we can see another Nightmare down the line now. Let's see what else we got. Video games turning into movies. Under the Floorboards in the building. What's going on?
Under the Floorboards. What's up?
The Jen.
How you doing? Thanks for coming out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, Friday
Degens.
the Degenerate. Come on. What do we got? Okay,
What
yeah,
are you
I
gonna
think,
think video games turn into movies?
I
Yeah, a
think we,
lot of them I like Jimmy spoke about Resident Evil. I didn't like the original series, but when Welcome to Raccoon City came out, I liked that one. That one combined like part one and part two into one film, and it was a real horror movie. And it starred Stephen Amell's brother. I can't remember his first name, but that one was pretty good. I liked it, and it took a lot of stuff from the video games. It was dope. Oh, we got
that's the
Killer
thing
Reactions in
too.
the house. What's up,
Killer
Killer B? How you
Reaction.
doing? The thing people don't understand about remakes is that it's capitalizing on the established IP while trying to gain a new audience. Remakes are for the newer generation.
I'm glad
Facts,
you brought
absolutely.
that. That's another killer point. That's the
Yeah.
positive about remakes. What they're doing is they're bringing in the younger generation and putting them on to these older movies that they have not seen. And
Hmm.
they're adding. But if it's done right, if they're adding like a new twist, they want to add a new story. They want to keep the story flowing and going. They have to also stay true to the core, their foundation. If they do that, I think it's going to be successful as long as the acting is
Facts.
good, and that's it. Because again, they are using the name of that franchise, but you got to do it justice, and it's very important to get the younger generation involved in anything that you're doing. Nowadays, based on like whether it's older films, older TV series, whatever, just to put them on to our killer community and just get them, get them immersed into the horror genre, but do it the right way. Let's see what Page
Hmm.
Ann said over here. All right, so
All right.
I do in fact life it
Like it.
like
Okay.
okay.
This is the hell. This you talk about the Hellraiser
Oh,
remake.
Hellraiser. Okay, yes,
I didn't think I would at first.
I was
I was
afraid to get
afraid to get into it,
disappointed. Yep.
but it really didn't disappoint.
Wow.
The
Okay.
Cenobites were so cool looking. The kills were great. Okay, great,
All right. That's all.
great
Yeah.
perspective.
That
Yeah,
that's
that's awesome.
one of the films I get like mixed reviews on is the
Thank
Hellraiser.
you, thank you for those stars, Paige.
Yeah. Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
Under the floorboards. Other than the force law of how the puzzle box works, I think the new Hellraiser was fucking awesome.
There it is.
Okay, you can't be,
Yeah. Yeah. It can't be the
or
Vance.
you can't beat the Van scene. Straight blew her back out. Oh,
Oh man,
Captain
Captain.
McKay. Oh, what's
2013
up, Cap?
was different enough to stand out on its own, but still faithful to the original. Yep, I felt the same about the new
Yes.
Hellraiser too. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
Okay.
positive
Yeah.
feedback on
Yeah.
here about Hellraiser. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Interesting. Jimmy the
Yeah,
Gent. 20.
yeah,
Yeah.
20,
20, 2003 Chainsaw. The
that was
2013
nice
one.
deal in
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Yeah,
It's trash.
2013. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like.
And that sucks when you have a dope remake and then it's followed up with some trash.
Yeah, I mean, but I do like the 20. It was the 2022, the latest one that Netflix had, the Texas Chainsaw film.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think we spoke about that maybe a couple weeks back. Man, dude, that bus scene, and he was vicious as hell, man. And that
Iconic imagery.
yeah, that scene,
Yeah.
it reminded me when he held
Yeah.
the face up to the light. It was like when I got the same chills down my spine as when Michael took the mask out of the car, out of the trunk in 2018 Halloween.
Yes.
I was like,
The
okay,
mask was talking to him. Yeah. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the
It was
face.
talking to him. Yeah.
He loves meeting new
Yep.
faces, I'll tell you. Jackie Haley did good with the Freddy.
Jackie
Yeah,
Haley. Yeah.
I mean,
Did good with the voice. That's it.
I don't even like the voice. That's just me. I'm just like totally crapping all over it. But
Haley
yeah,
is great.
I
Movie
agree.
was written and directed poorly. Okay.
Yeah. Now Haley
Okay.
as an actor, yeah, I just the Freddy.
Yeah,
the
I like
whole-
him too.
He just should have never been made.
I personally like the Resident Evil movies a lot. Don't kill me.
Listen,
Nemo, you lucky. I love you, Nemo.
well,
No, the movies were decent. The first one was okay for the time. For the time, video game movies were straight garbage. But the first one was all right. The next one, they started getting cheesy, but they became just action flicks, based in a horror world.
I like
But
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, yeah, that felt like a real horror movie.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. I like that's one of those movies I watch if I'm off, which I'm rarely off, but when I'm off and it's raining, something like
Yeah,
that, like
yeah.
that's what I throw on.
Well, let me tell you, they're doing a remake, or either a new chapter or a remake, one or the other.
Really?
It's in development now. Yeah.
Oh man, and that's in the town. That's a legit town in Pennsylvania, not even far from where I'm at.
Oh,
It's
really?
abandoned town the whole time. I forgot the name. Someone to see. I gotta get the name. I'll pop it on here. But yeah, it's a legit town, and there's nobody lives there. It's just the whole town's abandoned. It's crazy. Let's see what some of
Oh,
the
that's dope.
comments we got over
Sounds
here.
like the place to be.
Oh yeah, I'm moving there. That's it. Invaders from Mars. Okay.
So him
Boom.
said Invaders from
Yeah.
Mars. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yo,
Okay.
did
Wow.
you see did you see his profile pic?
Yeah, I
The
know. I
thing
see that.
people don't understand about remakes is that it's capitalized. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, we got this. Oh
Killer
yeah.
B.
Why am I
Yeah, Killer B said
scrolling
that.
so
Yeah.
far up on these comments? Okay,
Yeah.
so
I can't
okay.
stay on
Well,
long, fellas. Man, I appreciate you, brother. Keep killing it. But before I go, hot take. Yes, we gotta hear the hot take. Let's go, Killer B. Let's
man.
go. Set the
Yeah.
place on fire. Let's go. Fire
Okay.
starter all day. So
Wolfpack
if you remember
man.
me, brother. Wolfpack, what's up? Wolfpack in the house.
Too
Dope,
sweet. That's it.
dope artist right there. Dope artist.
Wolfpack, what's happening, my man? Thank you for jumping in the convo. One of the worst movie. I'm guessing that's. I'm guessing that's.
Silent Hill.
I
Hey,
don't.
Tia. ¿Cómo estás, Titi? Thanks for coming.
Appreciate you jumping in the
Welcome.
convo.
There
Yo,
are more remakes that are better than the original than there are originals that are better than Oh,
oh
see,
boy.
you
All right,
see,
well
you see
now,
what Killer B's doing. Killer B's coming. He's gonna start some trouble, then he's gonna take off
yeah, that's
and leave us to fight about it.
come on, man. You're the instigator. I mean, you come in
Yeah.
here, you drop something. It's like the person that come in the room, lay it, and then just leave, and everybody's looking like, what's that? Come on, man. This
Yeah.
guy just okay. So now you can't leave. It's just like the Bronx thing.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
you need to tell me which films that you feel are better than the original, and I hope that makes sense. I mean, because listen, I'm not a huge fan of remakes at all. There are a few that we named that I enjoy.
Yeah.
And again, everything's subjective, but it's just
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough to top the original. I think also for me, I feel like it's also a psychological thing with people like, oh, this is the original. It's the first to do it,
Mhm.
right? So they look at the
Yeah.
remake as if, well, now this set the bar. Like Halloween. You know how many people hate Rob Zombie's Halloween 2007? I mean, like they
Yeah.
just completely fucking despise it. This film.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they do.
and listen.
Well,
funny
listen,
enough,
yeah. No, go ahead.
no, funny enough, for the Halloween 2007, I actually enjoyed certain parts of what Zombie did in both 2007 and 2009 with the Halloween 2 one.
Mhm.
The white horse shit, the whole thing got crazy. But like how Michael was, how vicious he was, and I said this before, absolutely loved it. We didn't see a Michael Myers like that until that point, and then they did it obviously again in Halloween Kills. We
Yeah.
seen it more
Well,
recently. Yeah.
like what? Either Killer B, Killer Point of View, what he said last week, or maybe it was under the floorboards. From what they heard, he wasn't even supposed to be in Halloween 2. It was supposed to be a completely different type of film, and then that was something else that happened. So that's why it was kind of disjointed like that. From what they heard, you know.
Okay.
So
So that's what it was.
you
Yeah.
know,
I mean, I
you
don't
can
know. I
take
mean,
that for what it is, you know.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, because Rob, he's known. I mean, come on. You've seen his movies prior to that. House of a
Yeah.
Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects. I mean, he's very different.
Hmm.
He's gritty. It's very violent.
He's that 70s take,
Yeah.
the brutality of the 1970s. He brings that to the table. And let me tell you about my experience with Halloween 2000 and what was that 2007?
Yeah. 2007.
About the first Rob Zombie. I actually I got to see the movie very, very early. Somebody I knew got their hands on a studio copy, and I watched it. Maybe a month before the movie came out,
Okay.
and I watched it. And I'm like, oh, this movie's kind of sick. So then I sent my cousin Lamar. I said, yo, Lamar, you got to check this movie out. He's a horror fan, so he's like, yeah, no doubt. So he goes to the movie, he watches it. When the movie finally came out, he went and watched it. And I called him up. He said, yo, I'm going in right now. I said, yeah, let me know when you come out. So boom, he go he comes out and I'm like, yo, what did you think? And he's like, oh, it was all right. I'm like, it was all right. I said, yo, you didn't like this part? And I said a part. And he was like, what? And I said, oh, what about this part? And he was like, that never happened. So whatever movie came out theatrically was not the movie that I saw.
Where
So
you getting
I
the
don't really
copy?
know.
Are you getting it from Jamaica Avenue? What you?
No, 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 no. I had connects. I had
Oh, okay.
connects at yeah, I
Yeah,
had
those
connections back
in New
then,
York know what I'm talking about. But I mean, yeah, it's uh, okay. So yeah, but that's crazy. So it was two different
So
versions.
yeah, so the one that I saw, I don't know if I've ever seen it again. I don't know if I've ever seen that one again. It was some different parts in it. And so long ago now, I really don't remember what it was, but I remember loving it. And some of the parts I was talking to him about, like, yo, you didn't like this part? You didn't like this part? What about this? He was like, yo, that never happened. Like, I didn't see anything like that in the movie. I'm like, holy crap. They took stuff out of it, studio interference and everything like
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah, okay. And that's another thing too. Like, yeah, I mean, his movies
Hmm.
again very brutal. So like, if you played them on
Yeah,
TV, there's a lot of parts that they're not going to show on TV as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
From that, so let me
absolutely.
go to some of this. Let's see what we got here under the floorboards. I want to go to some of the comments here. Resident Evil
Check out
Animal.
Under the Floorboards too. Check them out.
Yeah,
Check them out, man. They got some dope content.
check out what's under the floorboards. I don't know what's under. Also, because they show.
Resident
Yeah.
Resident Evil animated movies rock. I've never watched it. I've never seen them in their entirety. Mostly because they showcase characters I give a shit about, like Leon. Yeah, I don't acknowledge the live action Leon.
Yep.
Yeah, he was like a goofball. Like I didn't like that part, but the movie itself I did like. If you're talking about Welcome to Raccoon City, I did like the movie itself, but Leon being like a bozo, that part they could have left it alone. Like why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you make this guy a bozo? Like you're supposed to get behind this guy.
Yeah.
And he's just a freaking clown. You want guys like that. You want them to get to eat it.
Yeah. Get
Like yo,
whack.
get rid of this guy already.
Let's see what we got. Some of the hot take. Okay. Did we say this? No, I didn't pop
Captain
this one.
McKay.
Right.
I don't know if it's
2003 remake. More than the original. Obviously, the OG is
Ooh,
influential and has a distinct style, but it didn't land with me. And when I rewatched it last year, okay, Texas
I
Chainsaw.
guess you're talking about Chainsaw. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's big, but I get it. I do get it because the 74, the original version, it's raw, it's gritty, it's real.
Hmm.
It's this whole different feel versus
Yeah,
2003. Rewatchable factor value. I mean, I definitely would rewatch 2003.
yeah.
More than
Hmm.
the original. It's like I got to be in the mood to watch 74, and it's one of the greatest horror films of all time. Texas Chainsaw.
Absolutely. Impact everything,
Yeah,
and it was quite minimalist. They showed very little. It was all implied. It was all what's in here. Like they framed the movie and they set things up to make you think. And
absolutely. That's a good point.
I really don't remember too much of a score in the movie. It's been some time since I watched it, but it felt like reality. Like there wasn't a score in the background. Like you hear the screaming, you hear that woman screaming.
Sound effect.
You
Yeah,
hear the chainsaw, you hear that chainsaw buzzing. You know what I mean? Like things like that matter. That sets the tone, that sets the stage, that sets everything up, and it was well done. Especially back then, it was a horrific experience.
oh yeah, absolutely, man. Like you just said, it had you believe in things. So when he
Yeah.
put Pam, I believe, on the meat hook, you didn't see
Oh,
it. You thought it happened. Like you thought you seen him put him on,
yeah.
but you didn't see her, the hook go in her. But I mean, shit, I felt it when I watched it. I'm like, oh Jesus,
Yeah.
That was what they did with
Yeah.
with Chainsaw. But I definitely understand your point, Captain, because 2003, not to me, it's not better than the OG, but it's more rewatchable in my opinion.
And it's a good movie. It's a
Yeah,
really good movie.
and
Worst Halloween's, Curse,
Resurrection.
Resurrection, and Ends.
Yeah,
Facts. I agree with you, Tony.
I would say Resurrection and Ends. Curse, I like Curse, I do. And that's
Well, yeah. Yeah, I can't put Curse with those two. I can't. I can't put Curse with those two. You're right.
let's see
It's
what we
it's
get.
it's a little bit higher on the totem pole. Mike
Didn't need to
didn't
see
need to see
Michael as a
Michael
kid
as a
growing up.
kid.
Takes away the fear
Okay,
of the unknown that makes the character truly scary.
it's
Better off
scary.
not
Yeah,
knowing his motives or backstory. Could be anyone. Yeah,
you see,
that's a lot
the
of people's
unknown.
argument.
Yeah,
Yep.
the fear is in the unknown. Absolutely.
No, go ahead, Swift. You
Yeah.
that
No,
okay.
no, no. Yeah, the
Okay,
fear
my
is
bad.
in the unknown. Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's it. That's just it. He's just this ominous presence. Michael was in '78, and
Hmm.
in the other films in general. But obviously, what they did, what Zombie did, was try to give it more substance, and I
Yeah.
understand it. But like most people agree, like what Mike said, most people feel the same way. It's like we don't want to have that substance. We want just this guy to be this presence, the shape. We want him to be this
Shape,
deranged individual, and that's just stalking and hunting people. Like we don't
force
want
of
to go
nature.
back. Yeah, force of nature, exactly. So I definitely understand that, Mike, on that
Hmm.
part. Killer
Yeah.
Reactions, Evil Dead 2013, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Thing, The Crazies, House on the Haunted Hill, House of Wax, Dawn of the Dead, The Ring, The Fly. I'll stop there. Jesus,
Oh,
Mary, and Joseph,
he
Killer Reactions.
listen. You showed me,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
listen.
yeah.
He didn't even mention. He didn't even mention the Hills Have Eyes. Like I thought he was going to come with the Hills Have Eyes. That's why I didn't mention it. Hey, you shut us up.
I'm surprised. I gotta say, because these remakes that are better than the original. Okay, I'm glad you brought up Dawn of the Dead. Hold that thought for that one. I agree. I agree with some of them. I do. Couple, definitely The Thing. House of Wax, even I agree with. Geez, Texas Chainsaw. Like I said, that's tough. Evil Dead 2013. There's an argument there for that for sure. There is. But the OG's the OG. Again, maybe that's my mindset, but I definitely can see that 2013. Yeah, there's an argument there. Now, House
The
on
Ring,
Haunted
you can
Hill,
argue.
Vincent Price, man, a legend. So I would say overall, I enjoy the remake more. House on the Haunted Hill. Is it better than the original? In my opinion, it's my opinion. I don't think so, but I enjoy it more. Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead. That opening sequence in 2004 was badass.
Sick, sick.
Okay,
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
the
sick.
camera shots, and then you started seeing these zombies, vicious, running. I mean, they're just going crazy. Okay, and
Hmm.
the whole scene when she leaves the house and sees the whole town is just turned upside down, and these zombies are on the
Yeah.
street, cars crash, people die. Nuts! I loved it.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that was that whole.
Pandemonium.
It was anarchy in the streets. Like that's a
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse. That is how I want to go. If I'm going,
Hmm.
even off this planet, I want to go either in a shootout with the bad guys, or I want
Yeah.
zombies to just invade, just take over the world. Just that's it. Yeah. So 2004. Again, I say this. I absolutely love the 1978 Dawn of the Dead. Okay.
Oh yeah. Classic.
It
Classic.
ran a little bit too long, in my opinion. It is a classic. Wasn't a fan really of the blue purple zombie. I mean,
Oh no, I love that. I
You
love
did?
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
that was something I wasn't
And
really a big
and I love how it spilled over into pop culture. Like when you look at the emojis now, the zombie emojis, they're like greenish, bluish,
okay.
like very, very influential.
I don't know. I just wasn't maybe in that one it just didn't, it was a little too much for me in there. But I gotta say, the 78's classic, 2004 did a damn good job. damn good job as a remake. So it's kind of hard.
Mhm.
So those are some good ones though. Killer Reaction.
Yeah,
100%
yeah,
agree with
yeah.
some.
Killer B was playing no games
All right, who we got here?
with that take.
Boom. Where'd I leave off at? Okay, so Jimmy the Gent. I became a diehard Myers fan in 2007 after
Oh,
watching Rob Zombie Phil and watched the
okay.
entire franchise
What's that time
after.
frame?
Okay,
After wow, that's interesting.
that is
Okay, so that inspired you to go back and watch the whole series. Interesting. See, this is a great conversation because we get so many perspectives. Dope. That's
and
dope.
you know what? And that's just what we were talking about a little bit earlier on. The fact that it's opening the door to the audience that if you just watch it like one of the remakes and then like, wow, this is
100%.
crazy. Let me go and watch the other films. It just it's bringing the generation. I'm not saying that you're a new horror fan, but to this you were new. It was new to you. You never watched Halloween
Yeah.
before this, but now you want to watch the older ones because of the remake. So
And I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. That's the ultimate argument. Michael Myers was the only scary movie character that actually scared me. Wow. Yeah, those Brooklyn girls, man, they don't get scared of nothing, man.
Bud Myers.
Even if she's from Harlem, though, she's from Harlem. Go back to CC. Let me see what CC said. Killer, you go. Oh, yes, 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 he is definitely. All right,
Mondo
boys, I'm
Doc,
here. Mondo,
we got
what's the deal? Big
Prince
L.
Lawrence Milano in the building.
Yes, yes. Everybody follow Mondo Docs. Oh, and Friday the 13th remake murders the original. I don't know. That one I can't really say. I can't. I go back and forth.
How? I just want to know that. Just let me. I gotta
It,
kill
it,
it.
it, yeah, like see, I guess it depends on your taste. Because like to me, the first Friday the 13th, that was a Giallo film. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that was a Giallo film. Like and actually, if you listen to the Bloody Essentials podcast, great bunch of people over there.
Shout out to
They
Bloody.
talked about they talk about how they took a lot of their stuff from the Mario Bava film Bay of Blood.
Okay.
A Bay of Blood.
Yeah.
So the style was definitely giallo, the way that it was done and everything like that, and it leaned heavy slasher. So I really like Friday the 13th, the original, a lot. So it's gonna be hard for me to say the remake is better, but I will say it's right up there with it.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, again, subjective, but I have
Yeah.
never heard that before, saying that the remake of Friday the 13th, and that is a hot take, better than
But
the
yeah,
original. I mean, that's a very good point, also that you brought out, Swift. So thank you for that. And I think about Friday the 13th, the OG. I mean, come on, man. If you're just watching it for the first time, and it just came out, it's 1980. We seen what happened in the 70s. Michael Myers, Halloween, huge. And now, boom, we get this other killer slasher. Not right away, obviously. We don't see Jason in this. We'll see the boy at the end. But, all these
and then that, like that, what you're talking about, that Jason coming out of the lake, bro. Back in 1980, you're watching this. That had to be crazy.
Yeah.
That had to be nuts.
It got it got me. It's still sometimes like I know what's happening, but it's like the way it happens. You're on the lake, it's peaceful. She thinks she got out. Bang! Here comes the Jason out of the water.
Yeah, it's like, listen, you're in the middle of the water. There's nothing to worry about. You're in the rowboat. You're in the middle of the water. You knock out. Take a little nap because you didn't sleep all night long. Yeah, I'm safe here. No, you're not.
No,
you're not.
And that's another thing. You got to look at. So okay. That scene, the ending, just the ending alone. Okay, Mrs. Voorhees, we find out, she's the killer, but Betsy Palmer, just incredible actor.
Crazy.
So she came out there and she looked legit nuts in that film. But she's also a mother that's wants revenge. She's pissed off.
Absolutely.
You didn't want my son. He died, and now it's payback time. And
let me tell you something. All of the mothers can relate to that. Well, not relate to the situation, but they're like, yo, if that happened. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna get these counselors. Nobody fooling around anymore.
And
that end scene, man, that was epic. It was iconic. That fight. It was the struggle in that fight, man, was so real.
Mhm.
Let's get to some of the commentary.
Yeah, it hit hard under the floorboards. That's how, like, for 20 years, I had only seen the alternate ending of Army of Darkness. I had
Yep.
never seen the actual ending till like 5 years
Oh
ago.
my God.
Wow. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
You see, and I think that was going back to the point that
Jimmy.
hold on,
Leon in
read
the Anderson universe was creepy towards Wong, but in the video game
it.
universe, she liked him. WTF?
Read my hot take,
You
please.
might have to take
Right,
pretty
scroll.
please. You might have to
Where's the
scroll,
hot take
or I
one?
can retype it. Yeah, could you retype it, G?
Yeah, Rita, I'm
Please.
sorry because I'm trying to scroll up and get everybody up in here. Let's see what we got.
We got you, bull. Just retype it if you can't. Word, I didn't like that.
That's a him in the movie. I'm trying to think
Yeah.
which movie, Nemo. Thank you, Chicky. Them.
Them.
Chainsaw was
Chainsaw
great.
was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah. I have to admit, I like the
Texas
TCM
Chainsaw.
remakes. Yeah, the '03. Yes. What was it? The beginning. I don't know if I like the beginning. I don't remember if I like that one too much. I I think I watched it once or twice, and I never felt myself compelled to rewatch it again.
That was
Replay value is also something that matters because when these movies were, it's the replay value. Like when these movies are good, you just want to watch it over and over again. It doesn't matter how many times you watch it, you want to see it again. So replay value is another thing that you have to take into consideration when talking about remakes and everything. Like how many of these remakes did you rewatch? How many did you not? Like how many times do you go back and watch the originals? Probably more.
that's like you said. That's so true, man. Because like, what is it that would make you enjoy the remake more than the original? Is it the story? Is it the way it was shot? Is it the characters and the acting? Is it overall, like you said, the rewatchable value? There's so many things you got to take into consideration. It's hard though. It's hard. I feel like also again, I keep saying it, psychological thing. It's the original. It's like this was the original. It's like
Yeah.
this would be great. I feel like most of us would be like, yeah, this is great, but it's not going to top that. Even myself, I find myself doing that sometimes. Mondo Docs. Here we go. Original is a
Originals are
product of its time, to
time.
say the least. Yep, gritty drive-in macabre cinema. And even though it was subtle, there is so much detail put into it. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure. I think, oh, yeah, yes. Okay, that's the Texas Chainsaw I was talking about. Yep.
Yeah, the Texas Chainsaw, of course.
Yeah, the 306 is loud.
306 is loud.
All right. It's the finale of each Halloween timeline. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know why they can't seem to end it right, Jimmy. I just don't understand that, man. I agree with that point. It's just, think about the timelines, right? Whether it's ends, whether it's the Halloween 2009, the zombie remake, whether it's, 6 or Resurrection. I mean, man, it's tough, man.
Yeah. Each timeline has a trash ass finale.
Broken Diva, do you like remakes? Mama Swift says.
Made me appreciate the original even
Zombie
more.
made him a sympathetic character. And it didn't land with me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
he was sympathetic, and then he was a freaking animal.
Yeah. He just, oh man, again, vicious. He was brutal, man, in those films.
How do you feel about the new Halloween movies that came out? Oh, I liked. This is where me and Jimmy are gonna fight. I liked the first one, 2018, and I liked Halloween Kills. I liked them together. To me, they were one movie that happened on the same night. So I like both of them, though. The one with the punk kid that was getting herbed up.
Yeah.
And I wasn't too fond of that film.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for it. Halloween Ends, I didn't ask for that. Like that's not what I asked for. So I went to the theater expecting something. And our expectations sometimes make us, not appreciate things, but I just didn't like it. That wasn't the story that was being set up. You know what I mean? That's not what the build was leading up to.
Yeah, I think
it's like,
you said it the best. You had a really good point on this, Swift, that they build it up at the end of Kills, where Michael answers the phone, and you're thinking Jamie Lee Curtis is going to come and hunt him down. He just killed her daughter. He's in the house. He killed the people in the town. here it is, the climax. And what do we get?
Yeah,
We get fast forward, Jamie typing her thoughts, writing something on a
yeah.
computer like it's a whole, and then a love
It
story that we didn't
was,
want. Like
yeah.
it
It was
just, yeah,
so crazy. Like the film ended with her leaving the hospital.
yeah,
She left the hospital on a mission.
yeah. I don't
Michael, I'm
know.
coming for you, or whatever it was she said. I'm gonna kill you. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah,
Then you see her exiting the hospital, and the next thing you know, she's a goofy grandmother.
she's knitting. It's
Yeah.
whatever she do. Yeah, it's unbelievable, man.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
why
He
they didn't come out.
he killed my daughter and her punk husband, and let's just forget about it.
Yeah, man, that guy simping ain't easy. But Jimmy the Jet.
Don't
Let's see what he says over here. Dawn
let
of the
that
Dead,
remake
yeah,
be
Zack
great.
Snyder, man, killed it.
I
He was,
like his stuff. I like his stuff. Dawn of the Dead has to
yeah,
be one of the
my
best remakes. Yes. Yeah, it was very good. I was pleasantly surprised back then. Love any zombie movie. Yeah.
yeah.
Listen, Chicky loves
Mm.
what was the name of it? World War Z. World War Z
What
was
was
kind of
yeah, that
dope.
wasn't bad either.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
It was a different take. Yeah.
it was 2000. Was it 2013? I think that came out. I forgot the year it came out, but I remember that film
No, no,
too.
not World War Z. Not World War Z. The other thing, Z Nation. Z Nation. It was a television series
Oh, I never seen that. No.
where they found a guy that he was like immune to the zombie virus.
Oh shit.
So they had to get him to a certain place so that they could experiment on him and try to find this cure for everybody so that
Yeah.
you would be immune to it was a dope series.
I gotta check into that. You call Z Nation, right?
Z
I
Nation,
killed it,
yes.
man.
I said World War Z. Yeah,
I've
I
been
couldn't stand World War
doing.
Z.
No, that was a pretty good movie though. I enjoyed World War Z. Let's see what we got here. As a matter of fact, I remember Ron Sloan was telling me that it was his favorite zombie movie. I was kind of shocked at that one. Anyway, Tony, let's get to Tony. The greatest remake for the 90s, Night of the Living Dead. Rest in peace, Tony Todd. Yeah, that's another
Yes.
one that
Yeah,
we
that
can
was
talk
good.
about.
That
Night
was
of the
good. That
Living
was
Dead.
classic. Yeah.
Tony had a better performance, as the lead.
Tom Savini directed that one.
Yeah. Listen, Tom Savini, say what you want about the guy, Tom Savini. I've heard some, not so great stories about like when you meet him in person. I never met him, so I can't really speak on that. But the guy's talented. He's just,
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is. He's an icon.
he is a special effects artist and all
What
around me
did
in this community.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so influential and so iconic. Did Regina retype what she wrote? Oh, we
Sure.
got Gallows in the
Yeah,
house.
Gallows in the house. What's up? I think you need a kiss by no, Joe. I'll pass on that, buddy. That's it.
Oh, he's getting frisky in here.
Okay, Diva. Let's see.
I prefer the Vincent Price. That's nice. Okay, yeah, yep.
Dynasty
I'm
Bambi.
going to see Bambi the Reckoning. Bambi looks cute. Oh,
Reckoning.
Rippy. She saw Rippy too.
Okay.
Oh, Killer Bambi is cute.
I'd rather Terminator
I don't
Apocalypse
Terminator Apocalypse,
than
zombie
Zombie
apocalypse.
Apocalypse. I mean, that's.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I feel like we already have a lot of zombies in the world today, just going about their life routine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Walking Dead.
One. I'd rather have the zombies, zombie than Terminator because I think we'll have a better chance.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, man. Those T1000s, T800s. I don't know, man. I don't know if we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Nemo Burns. Let's get her back in the building. I like the zombie movie. Yeah, World War Z. Yep, we were just talking about that.
Really, you like that, Nemo? I feel like if we get zombies, those and the ones from The Last of Us would be the ones we will get. Okay, fair point.
We got remakes of 50-50 to me. Some are great, some are horrible. Yeah, that's just how it is. It's
now let me ask you, everybody in the chat, this. What did you think about like Killer B from the Killer Reactions? Already brought up The Ring. What did you guys think about the American remakes of The Grudge, The Eye, Dark Water? What did you guys think about those?
Yeah, we got it. Yeah,
interested to know what you guys thought about those. Like the international horror films. What and Quarantine, which was the remake of Record, whatever you want to call it. What do you guys think about those?
Yeah, the foreign. Yeah, definitely. Let me hear that because that's interesting. There's a lot of the foreign films that I haven't seen.
Yeah,
But I've seen like remakes.
you've seen the American ones, yeah.
The American ones, yeah, American version. Hold on, Regina says I'm going to bed soon. Not sure if. Yeah, send it again, Regina. Let me see if you did because I got to scroll down.
I watched the first one and H2O
H2O
before. So definitely. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But they didn't compel you to go back and watch everything. I got it.
Smart and fast and remake. I'm gonna try to see right here. Brooklyn Diva.
I think
That's because the new
that's
Halloween
because the new Halloween was mental illness. The original has a supernatural twist to it.
Okay, and I guess that the new new Halloween. We're talking about the Rob Zombie, the remake, or we're talking about 2018.
Yeah, the remake. I believe she's talking about mental illness.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I saw the very first Night of the Living Dead in American film class in college, and that was the only one I liked out of all of them. The very first one.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a classic. That changed. That was the paradigm shift for zombie films, because before that, zombie films were really black magic and voodoo and that type of stuff, and that made zombies the living dead. That changed everything, and that changed zombies to what we know them as today. The whole genre.
And that's because that started, like you said, that was the paradigm shift. It started it, and then we had Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead. We got all the films right after that, and then of course the comedy zombie movies like Shaun of the Dead, which I believe the UK released the anniversary. I think it was today, actually. The anniversary of Shaun of the Dead, 2004. So it's, what is that,
21 years.
21 years, yeah. Wow.
21 years.
Jesus, my God, time.
Shaun of the Dead can drink as of today.
That's it.
I prefer Killer B. I prefer Jason's the killer. And he wasn't just a killer. He was a hunter. Yes, the characters are better. The kills were great. But I understand the impact of the original. That's why it's a hot take.
Yeah.
It's a hot take, but it's not that far off. Like, it's right there. They're right there with each other. In my opinion, you prefer the remake, and I respect it.
It's subjective. It's not, the remake wasn't a bad film at all. It was actually
it was good. I was impressed with it. I was definitely impressed.
Again, to hold up to that franchise. This is one of the greatest horror franchises of all time, Friday the 13th. To hold up to, the core, and for fans to say that it was a damn good film. I mean, come on. Because the bar was set high. Oh, well, listen, some movies. Yeah, because there's some movies that came out later on that wasn't, so great. But
yeah. We got to change Killer Point of View to Killer Hot Takes.
Killer Hot Takes. Yeah, Friday the 13th, Madman, and The Burning, all pretty much the same idea. Yeah, The Burning, man, it was just like watching Friday the 13th all over again. Same concept.
Yeah,
I'm done for real. Okay,
right, I'm going for real.
Reaction. Have a good one.
Killer B, love you, brother. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for checking
Appreciate you.
For swinging by. Okay. Good night.
We got Regina or no?
Let's see what we got. I'm trying to see where Regina's hot take. Where we got over here? I don't think she typed it. Regina, if you're on here, type it out again.
I just bought myself a Ryuk statue. That's so cute. Oh, he likes apples.
Let's see what we got. I like the theater cut of Halloween 6 more because it kills. Okay.
Cult. That's Smith's Grove.
Yeah.
So in the producer's cut, he didn't. I don't remember. I haven't seen the producer's cut in the longest.
I believe.
So I don't remember.
The ending I remember. Oh man, the ending I remember, he was just on the floor. How did it end? The one that I seen that I remember where Loomis went back into Smith's Grove and man, I'm trying to remember exactly how it ended. Yeah, remind me again, because I remember the very end. And Loomis went back into Smith's Grove after Rudd left with what's her face?
Yeah, with
yeah.
I
gotta see. And then hold on.
I was so happy when my father.
Let me see what we got here. I'm trying to read it. Try to get as many comments up here as possible so we can engage with everybody here. Let me see what we got. The remake of Amityville was crap compared to the original.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was pretty good, and I think Amityville 2 they could have
could have remade it and do something
okay and do so much better. Yeah. I agree.
You know,
Brooklyn Diva, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in again.
I appreciate that.
We missed you last week.
Our film queen in the building.
Hey, Baida.
Appreciate you swinging by.
Late, but hey, everyone, thanks for coming in. You missed a couple hot takes. I hope you heard them.
You got to check some of them out. In American film class, my teacher told me that whatever America is going through shape on how scary movies can. Well, I mean, it speaks.
Facts, yeah.
Films always have spoken
Speaks of time.
Yeah.
So, Nemo, that's a great point.
That is a great point. And that's, again, this is why our genre it deserves a lot more credit. I mean, come on, man. There's nothing out there like horror, man. Telling true stories, speaking on the times, and people love to be scared, period, and love a good horror film. Oh, I see someone mentioned that Living Dead remake.
From Queen.
The remake, oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a good remake. Yeah, we talked about that a couple minutes ago. Right, it was good. It was a worthy remake, and it was iconic in its own right, in my opinion. I mean, when I watch it back now, I still like it. It seems a little bit soap opera-ish, but it's still good.
Yeah.
The 1990 Night of Living Dead.
Yeah, 1990 was good.
It's a little soap opera-ish, but I like it. I love The Grudge. This is Paige. I love The Grudge, both the original and the American version. Okay. Yeah, the American one wasn't bad. Brooklyn Day, I agree. The 13th with Jared Padalecki was a better slasher, but it was different from the original. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. That kind of mixed like 1 and 2. Didn't the original Japanese director actually do the remake of The Grudge? Yes. You're right. See? Horror Film Queen knows her stuff.
You know your stuff. 100%.
We got to get her on here one day. I feel like the international versions are always scarier than the American remakes.
I do agree.
Yeah. I agree. Brooklyn Diva. Sometimes, Paige Ann. Shutter, the original was better, scarier than the US remake. I agree with that. Our babies are always in our hearts and not far from our thoughts. Yes, that's talking about Mrs. Voorhees. It was the same director. Makes sense now. Yes, it was.
There it is. So we're finally getting caught
up. It was. Yeah, it was the same director. Yep.
It's Takashi.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Directing American version.
Man, listen, on her stuff. She knows. Yeah, man.
She is a published content creator. She is about that life. Horror Film Queen. Everybody, check Horror Film Queen out. Check out her vlog. She does a podcast, like a vlog type thing. She knows her stuff. And follow her on Instagram. Follow her on what's the thing with the movies?
The thing with the movie.
The thing with the movie reviews. I know the name of it. I can't think of the name right now. Man. No. It's a thing where when you watch movies, you post your thoughts on the movie. Everybody has it. I have one. I just can't think of the name of the thing. The app.
Yo, listen, this Swift, at this time, we're up so early in the morning. And at this time, it's just like brains are fried. So, we're not the greatest guys. Seriously, we're remembering certain things. That's why we have you guys helping out. Because again, when we do this live, it's just off the cuff. It's just there's nothing written. There's no notes. Sometimes, as you see, I overlay some stuff here and there. But it's
Letterboxd. Letterboxd is the app.
There we go.
Follow her on Letterboxd.
You gotta get warmed up. You gotta get warmed up, man. Get the juices going. There it is. Boom, Letterboxd. So
Letterboxd.
Okay, yes, Jimmy Gent. It ended with Dr. Wynn. Yep, the Wynn, the co-leader
on the floor. Yep. Oh man, I forgot about that.
He's like, no.
Dr. Wynn is getting the thorn sign. Oh wow, I forgot about that. I am too, honestly.
I'm trying to see what Matt was referring to. Looking forward to the next. Yeah, Toxic Avenger. Yo,
Toxic Avenger.
that poster was badass.
Listen, they're saying Disney purchased Trauma. Thanks, Bree.
Yeah, no way. They
Thanks,
did?
Bree. Yeah,
That's crazy. I didn't even know
I
that.
saw something like that. Jimmy Swift, check out The Bondsman. I
Bondsman.
started watching it. I saw the opening scene and I saw what the scene after that. So I kind of know what happened there, but I got to finish watching it. Yes.
Yeah, that's
It just
what.
came out. It just came out last week. The Bondsman. It's on Amazon Prime. Nemo. It was nice meeting all of you and having the talk. Gotta go. Peace. Nemo, thank you so much for coming in.
I appreciate you,
Appreciate
Nemo. Have
you.
a good night. Thank you.
Brooklyn Diva. Oh my God, I think the lead guy was an American Werewolf in Paris.
Okay.
You know, that's one. That's one sequel I never watched. American Werewolf in Paris. Never
No, I
watched it.
never watched that either. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I gotta get caught up on some of the films. I'm just starting to get caught up with some that Johnny Sparks had given me a couple weeks back, and yeah, man, there's so many. There's no shortage. That's why I enjoyed watching the In Search of Darkness documentaries.
Yeah.
I made this list, man, and I'm like, I'm gonna get to all these films, and get caught up because I want to know exactly what everybody's talking about if I don't know what the hell they're talking about right away. To get caught up, see what's happening out here.
I'm trying to find my In Search of Darkness.
Hills of Ice. Yeah, Hills of Ice is good. House of Wax as well.
Yeah, I can't. It's dark in here, so I can't really see them. Food of the Gods. Yes, Food of the Gods. I remember they had the original and then they had a sequel. I don't know if they ever did a remake. I'd like to see a Food of the Gods remake.
Yeah, that was my Mama Swift.
Yeah. Food of the Gods. Jimmy, you ever see that?
That's another one. Listen, I'm telling you, the book here, man, there's a list. And
Food of the Gods,
what I want to do. I want to come on here. I mean, I don't like too much doing reviews on films, but maybe if we have like a short segment on either, it could be the live streams or it could just be one of the pre-recorded stuff that's coming up next month, just to review maybe an older film real quick, maybe different kind of content. But, because I like hearing movies that I have not seen yet, add it to the list and give it a go, man, because you never know.
Well, add this one to the list. Race with the Devil. Add that one to the list. You've probably seen it. Race with the Devil. Peter Fonda.
I gotta add.
Oh, who else was in it? I don't remember who else was in it.
I didn't see it either. I'm hoping to watch
Matthew Griffin
remake soon. Matt Griffin. Yeah, that was
okay. Yeah, I've seen the original, not the current remake. Yeah.
But so if you think about remakes, and I guess we touched on the ones that we enjoyed, and some that we didn't enjoy. But are there any movies out there that you think should be remade right now that has not been remade?
A movie that I think should be remade.
Or that may be up and coming, because there's a couple movies that are going to be coming out very soon. That's
I would like to see a remake of Mad Men, the 1981 Canadian film. I would like to see that.
That's good. Yeah, that's a crazy movie. Yeah, that would be a good remake. I think we can get something from that. I would like to see. I would like to see They Live. As crazy as it sounds, I mean, it's hard to kind of touch on.
It's too relevant.
Yeah, it's
too relevant.
It's still relevant. I mean, Carpenter, just again ahead of his time. I want to see a remake of that. I would see a remake of that. Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet, that would be a good one.
Yeah, why not?
A new Underworld should be dope. A new Underworld film.
Underworld, yeah. Okay, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yeah. That cult following, man. That movie is incredible.
Oh yeah, I think that would do crazy business. I think that would do crazy business because people are so fond of that film too. Like you said, until to this day, people are still dressing up as the clowns, going to conventions, doing this, doing that. The merchandise is selling, the T-shirts, everything's. I think that would really perform.
Yeah, no,
if they
I
did it
agree.
right,
There it is. You know,
because that's the
you can
key. It
still get
has to be
brothers
done right. Yeah.
back in there to remake it. They're still alive, so
Hmm.
why not? And
Hey,
get the newer generation on it.
you know what I would like to see a remake of? Phantasm.
Phantasm. Yeah, you see, you dropping some gold tonight, Swift. Definitely. Oh, hold on. I see something in the comments here. Hold on.
Is that Regina?
No. It's Brooklyn Diva. I don't know what it was.
Oh,
Monster Squad remake. Might be
oh.
like, yo, that is
Drop,
gold.
listen,
Brooklyn Diva.
drop
Hell
the bombs like Flex. Drop the bombs
yeah.
like Flex
That
right now.
sound like, that's
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
unbelievable, Brooklyn Diva. Yeah, seriously, I would
Diva,
love
yes,
to see
yes.
a Monster Squad remake. And why not? Why not add, people? I mean, well, the Stranger Things kids, they're probably older now. By the time we get this last season, I think of Stranger Things, the kids are going to be in their 30s. But
Yeah,
that's it. But yeah,
it's coming on in
definitely.
a few days.
Man, that would be amazing to see something
And
like
and
that.
one of those kids, he just co-wrote and co-directed the movie that came out last weekend, Hell of a Summer, and he also was an actor in it. His name is Finn. His name is spelled like Wolfhard. I don't know if it's Wolford. I don't know how you pronounce it, but he co-wrote, co-directed, and he was an actor in that film Hell of a Summer.
That's another one, man. That's just came out. I'm dying to see. There's a
Hmm.
lot of like badass horror films coming out lately, man. So
Yeah,
I'm really happy. Like we're getting this influx of films over the past few
every
years, and
bro,
it's
every
original.
week,
A lot of it's original.
every weekend there's something new.
And this is why, like, this is another thing. I see you out there. You're in the theaters. You're watching them before
Yeah.
anybody else. More often than not, man. You're
Yes.
on top of it. You got your finger on the pulse out here. I've been seeing some of these movies. I know you've been putting me onto some of the newer films that I got to get to. So we got to definitely talk about some of these new ones coming out. That could be another thing that we do. Kind of give it a little brief rundown of what we thought. Because every week, there's something new coming out. So if you see it,
Yeah.
Swift, on here. Hey, give us, Swift reactions live on Wednesday nights. You know
Ooh,
what I'm saying? Why not? There it is.
a live version of Swift Reactions
Why
sounds
not, man?
sounds good. Yeah.
Let's see. We got a couple more sleepaway camp.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yo, I
Great.
actually thought about that a couple days ago. I'm like a sleepaway camp remake would probably be good. Which board? Which board? Oh, which board is coming? Okay.
A horror film queen that put this from a
They should
species.
remake
Oh yeah,
Species. Yes. Yeah.
species too.
Species would be sick. Yeah.
Shit, I'm thinking of some of these. I like to
I
see
like
them.
to see them remake Jaws with more from the book.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the book was different. The book
yeah.
the book was a lot different.
And it's always a lot of times it's like that. I mean, as
Yeah.
many people say, the books are better than the films more often than
Hmm.
not. More details.
They go
It's more
more
detail
into things.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of these movies you see they come out with novelizations to kind of fill in a lot of the gaps that were
Yeah.
left. You know.
No, and absolutely, man. And that's another thing. Like now, he's right, man. I love that right there. I would love to see that too. And they, um, take more from the book on the remake. Brooklyn Diva again. Oh, yeah,
The
Sleepaway
end of
Camp was
Sleepaway
yeah.
Camp. Oh yeah, that
Yeah, the hell out of
listen, if that didn't traumatize you back then, you're just nothing's gonna traumatize you. Nothing's gonna bother you. Nothing.
yeah, 100%, 100%. That traumatized.
That
I mean, it's
traumatized the generation right there.
yeah. I see what we got here. Looking forward. Okay, I see this. I'm not looking forward to the
The
hand of
hand
God.
that rocks the cradle. Okay. Oh, you're
No,
not looking forward to it.
um,
Oh, you don't want them to touch that one. Okay.
yeah,
I
okay.
guess she's saying the original was sufficient.
My wife
My
wants to see the
wife
remake
was.
of Doctor Giggles. Matt says.
Oh yeah, Doctor Giggles. Yeah. Now, Matt, would it be like a comedic remake or would it be more serious? Because what is Nicole thinking?
Check that out. Popeye's
Anyone?
Player Man or Popeye's? No,
Well,
Johnny.
I still
No,
haven't watched them. Still
still
haven't
haven't
watched
watched
those.
that. I gotta see this. Larry Drake was creepy just looking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also remake. The people on the
People,
stairs would be interested. Yes. Yeah.
yeah, man. Listen, I'm looking forward to that Jordan Peele behind that and seeing what he's going to do with it. I mean, it's so underrated, man. I said it so many times. That movie is just, again, speaks on, unfortunately, some things that are still going on today, but it's just underrated Wes Craven gem. Let's see. Thoughts on the Return of the Living Dead? Yeah, because aren't they having a remake, Return of the Living Dead, coming out? So yeah, that's
Yes,
right. 'Cause we get the
indeed.
teaser. So I mean,
The
it's too early to even think what they're going to do with this. But you know, I got to say this: I was not a fan of remakes for a long time, up until recently, and I'm still not
mhm.
a huge fan of them. But I understand why it's important, as we spoke on. You know, to keep drawing in younger viewers, and putting them onto this franchise, and then hopefully, showing them, hey, this is this film, but did you see, where it came from? Do you see the original? So yeah, again, I know we said that many times, but you know what? I'm starting to get more behind some of these remakes, and on top of that, nowadays, Swift, there's so many things we can do technology wise. I love practical
Yeah.
effects, but
Yeah.
listen, you can add some if you're paying the money to get top notch CGI. You can add a lot of different things in these
I'm
films.
I'm 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 torn on that because a lot of times what we've seen is that they spend all this money on CGI and you know the creativity is lost because they just focused on the CGI and everything like that. Like you still have to bring it in the other aspects of the film. You can't lean on the special effects, the computer generated effects. You can't lean on that. You have to still bring it in all the other areas. The performances still have to be tight. The direction still has to be good. The story still has to make sense. And a lot of times, these films they go, oh, this is gonna be the biggest budget, CGI this, CGI that, but the story sucks.
Yeah,
Like,
you need a good story.
yeah, the main thing that comes ahead of everything else in these films is the storytelling, a good story,
Absolutely.
and we see it with some of the films where there's not too much going on, but the story just compels you, and it's paramount. Like you cannot skip out on the story. You can't skip out on any of those facets of the production of the film because there's so much money going into the CGI that the studio's putting pressure. Oh, you got to cut this out. They're cutting out all the things that make sense. It's ridiculous.
No, I mean, and it's also character development too. You want to get behind these characters. You want to care about
Yeah.
these characters, especially when they're getting whacked. you know, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh no, because like if you actually care that somebody gets taken out in the movie, that means they're doing their job right. They're building these characters
Yeah. Yeah.
up, and that's what you need in the
And
film.
that's why
These are fun.
Nightmare.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Brooklyn David. Thank you.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
he was a great. Sorry, I was in a. Oh, got out
What?
today. Had to be here. Wow,
Oh my God!
wow.
I hope everything's
Thank
okay.
you.
I'm glad you're out. That's the
Yeah.
most important thing.
Yes. Glad you're out, and glad you came to check us out. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that means a lot. I
Um,
appreciate that.
yeah. I hope you're feeling okay, and you know, we're with you. Our thoughts are with you. Hey, what's
Hey,
up? How you
hey,
doing,
man,
lady?
listen. Whoa, listen. This is not rated. This is not rated R right here. You got that mannequin. I think it's a little. It's a little low. You got to take that up a little bit. I don't know. Can't touch Doctor
Can't touch
Giggle.
Dr. Giggles. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh man, let's see what we got there. Horror con. I say keep it horror
I'd say
comedy.
keep it horror comedy.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. 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 Because it worked. It worked
yeah.
back then.
We're
We
getting
are getting
Cujo. Return of
Cujo
the Dead
a
sequel
return.
16 months later. It says it takes place after the events of part one. Ah,
Oh,
all right.
16 months later. Okay. Okay.
And
So it
listen,
completely wipes away Return of the Living Dead 2.
that's Return of the Living Dead too.
That was
I
a
mean, I
straight
liked it. It was just,
cash grab.
yeah, that's exactly what it was. It's So it's just a
It was
fun watch. It's just over the top.
listen, yeah. It was a cash grab for Tom Matthews, of course, and
No
also
way.
remake. Oh,
Warwick
okay.
Davis is back as the Leprechaun. Oh man,
Wow.
let's go, man.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
See, horror from Queen, man. That's the woman with all the
Yeah,
information.
you
I
got it.
think they showed the new Cujo as a German Shepherd. I was like, what the f they trying
Yeah,
to
I don't
do?
want to talk about that.
It's the
Swift, you
Hound
know
of
what I'm
Hell.
talking about. German Shepherds. Oh
Cujo.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Let's see. The trailer just dropped. It says here, horror film crew. The trailer just
For
dropped for
Breed.
Breed.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
forgot
I
the
don't know
new
what I
Breed.
thought about that trailer. It was you see the dog had a bat in his mouth, and that's what made him wild out. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. You got
yeah, I don't
rabies.
know.
I didn't see the trailer yet.
Yeah.
But what do we got here? Hoping they remake Christine. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's a
yes.
good one, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that is
What are they going to
Matt is
use?
on
What kind
fire.
of car? That's the question.
Mm.
Nowadays, maybe they'll end up using a Tesla. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh man. Listen, all you gotta do is stay on the run a little bit. The shit'll run out of power, and then you're good. There's
man,
no
look,
if there's no charging stations around, you're good.
man, there's no love like a man in his car, right? Or the
That's
car
right.
for its man.
Yeah,
Oh man, that was
yeah.
good, man. That was a good one. Again, Carpenter and Stephen King on that one.
Now, here's another film I would like to see them redo. I don't remember if they redid it or not, but Deadly Friend. Deadly Friend. You remember that film?
I
You
heard
remember that
that.
movie?
I probably seen it because I heard of it. I just don't
Yeah.
remember.
I would like to see them redo that. See which way they go with it.
I mean, you know what it is? I think nowadays, again, remaking these films now, it's just like the 80s in a way. Like some of the older horror films, they had sequels in the 80s because it was booming. It made
Yeah.
sense. Everybody's on the genre. Nowadays, that's the same thing. People are getting in. So horror is cool. Okay? Horror is where it's at nowadays. And everybody is just, jumping in, whether it's they're coming into the genre from Scream or from, other movies that are just coming out. And then they're starting to watch other horror films. Okay, everybody I feel like nowadays, or most people I come across are horror fans. Okay, and it's booming again as a resurgence. And I said this before many times. I'll say it again. It's never been a better time to be a horror fan. This is the best decade of horror right here, the 2020s. And I know I'm going to get crucified. I am a huge
No.
80s horror fan. But now,
Yeah.
this is it. This is because not only are we getting these remakes, not only are we getting movies from major franchises that stem back to the 80s and even 70s, but we're getting new standalone films that are just incredible. The technology is way better. It is the time. The stars have aligned. Let me see what we got over here because the comments are going off. Yes,
And
I got to tell you, I do need moderators. Mama Swift says, yeah. Yes, I don't know how to make
yeah,
moderators.
we still need to learn how to do that.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, there's a couple things. And speaking of which, also we're going to be working on a Discord. We're going to get that going sometime in the near future. We're trying to run on all cylinders here, and there's going to be a lot of progression here, a lot of things that we're going to be dropping. I don't want to spoil.
It's gonna pick up real fast. It's gonna pick up real fast.
We got some cool guests going to be coming on, and today's episode, this remake, this was Swift can tell everybody here, like, dude, this is like we thought of the topic today, because the schedule was absolutely nuts. But we have the rest of the month mapped out, and I'm going to drop that momentarily. What we have for the rest of the month lined up for this. But let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, John. I know John was talking about this.
March of the Wooden Soldiers. Only been 91 years. Yeah.
It's been 91 years.
With those horror roots of that, yes.
Mom, you got the job.
To do it. I volunteered already.
No interview process. You got it because you're Mama Swift. Woo!
Yeah.
Come on. That's it. You got Swift knows a guy, and I'm the guy, and you're the woman, you're the mom. That's gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the Nosferatu remake. Never saw the first. LOL. I was shocked. It was like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Dracula. Yes,
Yes,
absolutely. The test
lady.
like it
You
did
should only
one.
use the test like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we're not too
when
far
the
off.
world ends Netflix.
Christine to Elon's.
Elon.
Oh man, yeah, that's it.
Oh man,
It's
that's
all in the
hilarious.
foot because back then in that
There
movie,
we
if I
go.
remember, it's "You're mine and we belong together." There it is.
Yeah.
Karaoke with
Hmm.
Jimmy J, baby. But now, what are they going to add? What would you want to see, Christine, the remake be? What song for the car? It's the
Sound off.
final countdown. Yeah, world's coming in.
Sound off. Sound off. What you guys want to hear?
Yeah, definitely. That's another conversation we got to have, though. We got to
Hmm.
have like music and horror, like rock,
The
especially the
scores.
rock
The
horror
best.
connection,
Oh, okay.
but music in general,
Yeah.
like music and
Yeah. Music.
yeah,
Music. Period. The so instrumental. Pun intended. You know, so instrumental in the success of these horror films. They should remake. Children shouldn't play with dead things. Yeah, that movie was giving wild. Yeah. Yeah.
oh
I
god,
forgot about that one.
the entity.
The entity. Yeah, the
Oh,
entity. Yeah. Oh, that was
yeah,
yeah.
that was nuts, man.
That was creep. That was freaky. Freaky deaky.
Yeah, it was a little, yeah. That was right there,
Yeah.
borderline X. That's it.
Yeah. That was heavy. But that was horror movies back then, man. Hate the Carrie remake. Yeah, the Carrie remake, yeah.
Wasn't that great?
You know what remake I was real pissed off at? The Firestarter remake. Firestarter, the Blumhouse
Oh yeah, I
Firestarter
remember that.
remake.
Yeah, the fire. I didn't like that at all. Again,
Yeah, I didn't
Blumhouse.
like it.
Blumhouse does either just they knock it out of the park or they completely shit the bed. There's no in between for them.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
just, yeah, I didn't like that
yeah.
Firestarter one. Not at
Like
all. I didn't watch the whole thing.
they're
Sleep.
yeah, yeah, it was yeah, leave it alone. Like their Invisible Man was sick.
Yeah,
Invisible Man, that was fire.
and that was another good. Yeah, that
Fire.
was a
That
really
was
good
dope.
one.
That movie was sick.
And I love how they made it modern too. Like
Under the
with okay,
floorboards. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
they
best
did.
age.
With the technology. I don't know if it's the best age for horror. Indie horror is fucking killing it. Yeah, your facts. But
Yeah,
mainstream
that
has so many terrible films like Infinity Pool. Oh yeah,
Skin
Infinity Pool.
Conjured.
Yeah, that was all right. Skinamarink. Skinamarink, bro. I didn't get Skinamarink. I didn't get it. I went to see that. I went to see it at the Nighthawk. You know, that's when everybody's talking about it. Oh, it's the newest experiment in horror. It's gonna scare you. This and that. Skinamarink. I was bored, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was bored, and it didn't do anything for me.
You know that's a good point, but like I feel like we're still getting films right from those major franchises.
So a high
Like
volume. Yeah.
yeah, it's high volume. I mean, Halloween. I did like 2018. You know,
Hmm.
again, it was 2018. It wasn't it. Kills. It grew on me because of you, man. That's why. And in the
Yeah.
beginning, you and I were fighting.
Never give up. Never give up.
Yeah, that's it, man. You kept
Yeah.
pushing. I'm
Never
like,
give
no,
up.
you have a point on this one because I think anything, no matter what Halloween film was previously, if you watched Ends, you loved all the other Halloween films because that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I know every week I'm going to
Yeah.
shit on it. I know that's it.
Yeah.
Let's see what's up. Christine, one of Elon.
Christine.
Oh god,
My
come
wife's coming after for child support. Oh man.
better not touch cat eyes.
Then
Oh,
when the
I don't know.
Cat's Eye. Yeah, Cat's Eye. That was sick. Another Stephen King.
I
And that
mean,
was Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore was on the cover. I remember that segment. I heard James Wan is supposed to remake Creature from the
yes,
Yes, yeah, that's happening. Yep,
that's gonna be
that is happening.
yeah. Is you know, again, I just started recently getting behind remakes for that, but this, you know, it's not over yet. We're about, I guess, halfway through this decade, right? I'm
Mhm.
confident we're going to get another Friday the 13th and another Nightmare on Elm Street film before this decade's out. I mean, another one that came out I enjoyed recently, another sequel this year from a major franchise that's not really talked about too much is Saw, because, you know,
Yeah.
Saw
Oh
10
yeah.
I don't know.
Saw
I
10,
love that.
Saw
And there's
10 was
damage.
banging. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So I think Saw 10 was better than a lot of the other films, like even the earlier ones.
Well,
So
I stopped watching Saw after part three. After part three, I stopped watching.
you
Like
gotta
they were
look for it.
coming out every year. Every year, I wasn't watching anymore. I was like, you know, how much different could you make it? Nightmare on Elm Street remake and Chucky was some of the worst remakes
Yeah.
I have ever watched. Yeah, that was the Chucky came out, what was that, 15,
I,
2015,
I'm not,
2014?
I'm not Wi-Fi Chucky. I can't with this.
Yeah,
I need some good old fashioned voodoo. Are they
yeah,
doing Dembala? Just give me
yeah,
that, Chucky. Don't give me this. I'm gonna program him. And here it is. No, man.
yeah,
I want the old school Haitian voodoo. That's it. Come on.
yeah.
What do we got here? Brooklyn Diva. Peter Penchley's creature. I can't say was bad. The Beast. I couldn't have seen. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I agree. Brooklyn Divas lighting it up tonight. Under the
Yeah,
Floorboards as well. Lighting it up.
yeah.
Malum count as a
Those.
remake
My,
of last.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess so
You
because
think
he repurposed it and put it out. I guess you could count that as a remake.
yeah.
We should get a new Puppet
We should get
Master.
a new
Yeah,
puppet.
that could work.
Yes.
Yeah, that could
New
work.
Puppet Master. That's another one that's so underrated. Puppet Master. The
That
Puppet Master, the original, and
series.
Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead's another one, man. That
Oh
was
yeah.
another
Okay.
creature film. It was so underrated, that movie.
Yeah. Let
Let's
me.
see.
That really disappointed me.
Which one was that?
It was The Strangers Chapter 1,
Oh,
and now the Strangers Chapter 2 is coming out later this year. But it really, I listen. I was looking forward to it. I was so looking forward to it. Rennie Harlan was directing it. Once they made the announcement, I'm like, yo, I'm all in. Rennie Harlan's there. Let's go. Let's get it. I went to see that the movie's disappointment.
complete disappointment. Like, first of all, I
Complete
thought it was going to
disappointment.
be. I didn't know at first it was going to be just a remake of it, and
Yeah,
oh, it was horrible. It was
but
horrible.
it wasn't as good as the original.
No, no, and the original, and I actually like the second part, "Pray at Night," better than the original. I think overall because of the vibe in the music, in the kills, it just overall I like the second one better. But at home
Yeah,
invasion films, there are some good ones out there. I feel like I think the first one of the OGs. Well, I don't think it was OG, but right before Strangers. Strangers came out in 2008. 2007, The Vacancy. That was another one.
Vacancy.
That
Yes.
was another good one too. That doesn't get
Yeah,
talked about.
that was Clive Owen, right? Clive
Yeah,
Owen was in there. Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah, I
couldn't.
remember that.
I'm telling you right now, I could not take the Strangers Chapter 1 remake. But I'm thinking about 2007. You go back, boom, you had The Vacancy, which I thought was a damn good film, my
Yeah,
opinion.
Vacancy was good back then. Yeah,
And then Strangers came out, which you're home. Think about this: if you're home, or if you're living in a secluded area, a more rural area, you're not in the city. That'll scare the hell out of you. Somebody not gonna.
yeah,
It's wild, man.
yeah.
Well, I think I'm 100.
I mean,
percent
when they knock on the door, what you say? It's just us and the guns. Let me not
Yeah,
say that.
yeah. Well,
Let me not say that. Sorry.
it's
Oh God, she had like no will to live in this train. Yeah, you're right. Chapter 1. Like girl was given, I give up. I hated the character so much. Yeah, it didn't give you anything to root for.
no, not at
And
all.
that's what you need in these types of films. You need to get behind the characters, the protagonists. You need to care about them. They can't be idiots. Like they have to be clever. They have to have that will to live. Like listen, they're just a little bit more, you know, a little bit more clever that they with that will to live. It just gives them the little edge over the antagonists.
Well, you need, like you said, man, it's character development too. You have to be able to get behind these characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I did not get behind either one of them, man. Like, I mean, it was just,
Yeah.
come on, man.
I mean, I saw it the one time in the theaters. I think her husband was soft or something. Like,
Yeah,
didn't
man.
somebody get fresh with his lady and he let it? Like, bro, what are you doing, man? Like, that's not what somebody in real life would do.
No.
Nobody in real life would do that.
Well, maybe some
Let the
people.
guy.
out
Yeah,
here. I mean, what I've seen, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I mean that.
somebody
Yeah,
just got smacked in Walmart. Okay, on the other,
yeah.
his girlfriend smacked the hell out of him in front of everybody in Walmart. He just took it. Another guy got hot coffee thrown in his face by his wife inside of the bakery. No movement. Like he didn't even sell it. Like it's normal. It's hot coffee. Guy's like, yep. Yeah, okay. Yeah, another day in the office. That's it.
Listen,
What's going on?
he
What's happening
had
out
no time to get burned. He had no time to get third-degree burns. That guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's
He
I
wasn't
guess
having it.
it's
Yeah.
one from the other time she threw the coffee on him. But anyways, yeah, but this is the kind of the bottom line is, the guy didn't do anything in this movie. That's why I was like, what? That's another
Yeah.
reason. It was
Yeah, they're getting crazy with his lady.
yeah,
Come on, man. Who's gonna allow that?
under the
Oh, yeah, at
floorboards.
a certain point. Yes, yes.
We need some
We need
ghoulies.
some ghoulies. Yes, ghoulies. Absolutely.
Reopen the gate.
Real the gate. Yeah, the gate was a sick kitty horror movie.
Put it on there. Hell yeah.
Ghost of Mars remake. Yeah, original had Ice Cube and Natasha Henstridge. Yeah, I remember Ghost of Mars. That was John Carpenter.
Another
Yep,
Carpenter.
I remember that. Yep.
I love him as a leprechaun.
Yeah.
Strangers Pray at Night. Yeah, hell yeah. Pray at Night was awesome, man.
Awesome. Yeah. There's another one coming out. Oh man. What was the name of it? It's another home invasion film where they had the sheep mask and all of that. Oh, who's next? Was it who's next? Who's next? Right?
The
You're
sheep.
next.
You're
You're
next.
next.
You're next. You're next.
You're
Yeah.
next. Yeah. I heard they're redoing that as well.
Yeah. No, that's
You're next.
Yeah, you're next. Yeah, I listen to home invasion films. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
like them.
I have a thing. Yeah, like I get behind it. No matter, it's the
Yeah.
same concept. Like all of them are pretty much the same, almost. Whether it's a
Mhm.
house or a motel or so. Like I seen one. What was it? Late shift or night shift? It was night shift recently. I think it was a motel. It wasn't that bad. What it wasn't. No, it also wasn't really home invasion. So yeah, that doesn't count. I'm thinking about it now. It really was more psychological. Hold on one second. Big J Rogers. I want to go back to this. My main man Jay chiming in over here. What's
Jason
up, buddy?
Raj.
Yeah, that'd be
What's
freaky.
up,
Yeah,
bro?
shit to be out in the middle of nowhere. And what'd you say, homeboy? It's just us and the guns. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't say that.
nobody
I
said
didn't
that.
say
Don't say the G word. You're the man. Else it's
that.
crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just us and some fun.
Somebody's at the door. It's not a home
It's
invasion,
just us and some fun. That's it. Just us and some fun.
No,
Another
another
remake. That was good. Probably Martyrs. Yeah. 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 That was an international film and then they remade it.
House.
House. Yes.
Yes, horror film queen. There it is.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Dropping gold.
Yeah.
All of us. All
Yeah.
boys got
Yeah.
that.
Listen,
100%.
she's the MVP. Listen, we got a lot of MVPs tonight. Everybody's
Everybody
MVPs in
in
here
here is an
tonight.
MVP. To me.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
they're dropping some gold. They're helping the conversation tremendously tonight. And that's what it's about, man. Scott, what's going on, my man?
Wolfman 2025 was a big disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was. It was. It was just different. I thought it was different. I liked it. I liked the way that the way they put, the way that they depicted what a man was willing to do for his family. I did like. I did like that he wanted to do whatever for his family. I like that, and the lengths that he went. That I do like. That was, to me, that was deep. Like that was the movie right there, and then everything else. Okay, everything else led into what it was, but those personal, parts of that film were very strong, in my opinion.
No, I agree, dude. That hit too. And Julia Garner, I love her.
Yeah,
In the
yeah,
Ozark, she
yeah,
she was amazing. And then in this
yeah,
film, too, I love her acting.
yeah, yeah.
But it's it definitely was different. So Scott,
Mhm.
I understand why you don't like it, man. 100%, I can
Yeah,
understand why.
yeah. It was different, but Chris Abbott, he definitely did his thing, and even the daughter
Oh
was
yeah,
great as well. She was,
solid actress.
her name was Charlotte, I think, right in the movie, right? Prom Night, the remake was cool, but it wasn't a remake.
Oh yeah, quote unquote remake.
Eh,
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess it was though, right? It wasn't.
it was a remake because it's a reimagining. I think I would call it a remake. unless you mean they just used the name and did their own story. If you mean that, yes, that's true. The
Serpent in the
Serpent and the
Rainbow.
Rainbow would be a good remake. Yeah,
You guys
that doesn't
enjoy?
get talked about enough. The Serpent and the Rainbow. That's a sick voodoo movie. If you talk about that,
No, yeah, 100%. I'm looking at some of the comments here. Tony says, "Ready or not?"
Ready or Not. Yeah, yeah.
Around in the YouTube settings.
Play around
I
in
guess
the
that's
settings.
for the
That's about the mods. Yeah, making
okay.
mods.
Children of the Corn.
Children of the
Yeah.
Corn. Yeah.
Okay.
They had that Children of the Corn that just came out a couple years ago. That movie, The Collector, was a good movie. Yes,
Yeah,
it
that's
was.
good, Jay. Thank you for that one. Yeah, man.
And then they had The Collection, and now there's a third one. There's a third one too.
Third one coming out.
Yeah,
Or is that
I
already?
think it may be out. Yeah, it may be out. I think it recently came out. A third film.
Okay.
Speaking of Ghost of Mars, I realized that John Carpenter's a sci-fi horror type of guy, but is
Let's
mostly
go.
known for Halloween.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. And look at
but
some.
his sci-fi leans horror. His sci-fi leans horror. I gotta go, y'all. Oh,
No, I
V, thank you
appreciate.
so much for coming.
Thank you, Vic.
Keep up the good
Appreciate
work, y'all. Listen, you help us, so we appreciate you. Have a good night.
it.
Thanks for
Everybody,
coming
man,
in,
guys. Mama Swift, Brooklyn Diva. Matt Griffin chiming in here. Under the floorboards
Matt.
tonight. Everybody tonight, man. As always, you guys are amazing. This is why I like doing the lives. It just I
Yeah,
like engaging with everybody, man.
yeah.
For me,
It's
it's
like
more
we're
fun.
all just hanging out. Yeah,
That's what it is, man. I mean, like it's more laid back for me because next month, what I wanted to tell some everybody up in here because we're gonna probably wrap it up in the next couple of minutes. We got some interviews already lined up with some talent that we're gonna be recording next month, but probably not gonna be dropping until like June. So we're gonna be doing a lot more of those again, getting the season ready, and continuously doing this. Every single Wednesday. So we got the month kind of lined up as well, which I'll get to in a second because I'm starting to see some of the comments light up again. Let's get to some of the comments. Jimmy the Gent. Jimmy, no, thank you also, Jimmy, today, man. Chiming in. Speaking of Ghost of Mars,
Jimmy, you're a superstar,
okay,
bro. Thank you.
I just did this one. Yep, boom.
Yeah.
Just see this one. We need the moderators, Mama Swift. You got it. I'm telling you, man, it's getting wild. Where we at? Let's see. Honestly, I feel like you make it. I think any Walmart, Matt, it's a good horror film, man. It's wild, man. Things get crazy.
I was about to say some crazy shit.
What were you going to say?
We could make a horror movie out of the food situation in some places.
Come on, man. You trying to throw shots.
Some places,
Where I'm at right now, man. I know.
The food situation in some places is a freaking horror movie.
I gotta cook a lot more.
You know what I mean?
I've been cooking a lot more. Let's see. Honestly, okay, we just said that. There I go again, doing the same.
I'm super stoked about the new Frankenstein. Yeah, there's two coming out end of the year. There's two Frankenstein films.
Frankenstein movies? No.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Let's see, that's.
Or maybe one is the bride. One is the bride, and the other one's Frankenstein.
Tony, let's see. Where we at over here? Wait a minute. Brooklyn Diva.
Something's wrong with the children. Yeah, something's wrong with the children was good, but no real closure. Yeah, something's wrong. Listen, yeah, that was pretty good. I didn't see the end. I fell asleep, but I liked it. There's gonna be one coming out that's based on a graphic novel. Well, it's based on a comic book series called Something's Killing the Children. That one's coming out soon too.
Something's killing the Okay, so I gotta pop that on there because I never. Oh no, I did see Something's wrong with the shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Something's Wrong with the Children was good. Yeah, like I said, I fell asleep. I didn't see the whole thing.
Oh, the stuff. Yes. Man, 85. I think that was the stuff.
Yeah,
man.
that was 85. Yeah, that was 85.
That was a good one too. That's another one that's underrated from the 80s. But yeah, so many great horror movies, horror movie remakes, and so many bad ones as well. But you know what? Again, I'm warming up to the idea of remakes. It took a while. It took a long time because I was stuck on the original. No, why are you even touching it? If you're going to do it, just do it right. That's it. And how you do it right, again, stay true to the foundation of the film. You pay homage to the original, add your new twist, character development, good story. This is what you need to do, not only to make a good remake, but to make a good film in general. In my opinion, if I'm going to watch something, I can't, here's the thing. If I'm watching, you have to get my attention, just like everybody else. You have to just be able to grab our attention and keep us focused on that film. If we're just looking left, looking at the cell phone, then obviously they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay. And, it's just something that, and for me, it does take a lot to have me focus on a film. If it's not, especially if it's slow burn, you gotta draw them in the beginning and start, getting it going. And again, to your point too, I do watch some trailers, but I'm going to start not watching that many trailers. If I'm going to see the film, watch it afterwards. They give away just way too much.
Yeah, these trailers suck. But yeah, man, good storytelling is the basis of all enduring entertainment.
Absolutely.
Bottom line.
Monster Squad remake. Jay, we just spoke about it earlier. Absolutely, man. That would be badass. Yeah. Who would you want to see though as the Monster Squad? Like, I mean, I don't know any of the. Well, I guess I wouldn't even know. Like the child actors nowadays, you would have to get a good core group of people for that, for sure. Out here nowadays, I'm sure they can find like we're talking about Stranger Things. It would be similar to that, and it has to.
But like you said, those kids are too old already.
Yeah, no, they're too old. You got to find a new group of kids, and it has to really do it justice too. Let's see,
I wouldn't mind seeing the girl from Wolfman. I wouldn't mind seeing her in it. I wouldn't mind seeing the little girl from Sting.
Oh, Sting? Yeah. Sting was another good one.
Some of these kids, they got their acting chops are up there,
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna be stars, man. I see it now, and then, like nowadays, that's the one thing I could say that we're getting a lot of good acting. Out now.
The acting is
The story may not be the greatest. The shots and whatnot may not be the greatest, but the acting, at least more often than not, is on point. And we can get behind the characters. It's so important, man. But yeah, remake or not to remake, Swift. The question, that was the question. The answer is, in my opinion, remake if done right. What about you? I guess you're on the same page.
In my opinion, remake if you got a message, if you got a story to tell, if you're going to encapsulate and bring in a whole new audience of diehard fans. If you can do that, if you're like, listen, I got this idea, it's going to blow up. If you think you got that idea as a filmmaker, then do it. If you're just trying to capitalize off of a name, then step off.
As simple as that, man. I mean, if you're going to get involved in a major franchise, you got to do it right. I mean, they set the bar. So how are you going to top that? Just ex Fede Alvarez. That's it. I mean, that guy, Evil Dead, major horror franchise, and even 2009. I didn't. I think
he also did. Did he not? Oh no, I don't think that was him. That was Alejandro Aja, the Frenchman. He did the Hills Have Eyes remakes, and that's the key with all these remakes that were real good. I know we're about to wrap it up, but I just got to say this. All of these remakes that were done very well, those filmmakers that were behind those remakes, they were us. They were fans of these films, and they were fans for their whole lives. And they went into filmmaking. They studied. They did everything that they had to do to become filmmakers, film school, doing everything that they had to do. And then their passion showed on that screen. Sorry, I'm cursing. I'm trying to not curse. Their passion showed on that screen, and you can feel the difference. Like you look at the 90s and then you look at the 2000s. Once 2001 came, you see passion of a crop of filmmakers that grew up being fans of the genre. And you saw the difference when the creators were people that love this and they live this. Complete different level of quality films.
Damien Leone. Terrifying.
Look at that. How about that?
Passionate.
Yeah.
This is what he loves. I mean, we got a new horror icon. And yeah, it may not be for everybody. Maybe it's maybe, but you know, I think he's doing a tremendous job with this franchise. And the best thing about it is he's staying true to himself and what he wants. He's not selling out. And I love that.
Yeah.
You know, I love that. So you know, if it's done right, if you got passion, man, anything is possible. So, you know, you're right. It's a really good point, man. They're fans that made a lot of these great remakes that we've seen. Now, a couple more comments I'm going to highlight right here. Scott, Halloween 3 is a great movie, even though it's hated because there's no Michael Myers. Standalone film.
Yeah.
Standalone
film. Yeah.
I agree. If it just don't put Halloween on you know, as the name of it. I want to see
Night of the Creeps. Yeah, okay.
Another underrated film from '86. I really enjoyed Night of the Creeps, man. So
Christine remake, as long as it's done right. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, Christine. Yeah, that we just talked about that too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we 100%. Talked about that.
You're next.
That was it. That was it. Thank you. I love Leon Ruffalo.
Brooklyn Diva loves a lot of people. I'm starting to on the comments that like I've noticed all the comments there.
Brooklyn Diva is a superstar.
You're a superstar. Is right. 100%.
Thanks for blessing us with your presence. What's going on, Adam Green? Adam Green, he was doing something. He was doing something recently. I just can't remember what the project was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Adam Green's another. He's another one. He loved this. He loved this thing.
It's pure
with
passion.
The Night Shift. Yeah, Night Shift.
Night Shift. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, with the girl. That was a good one too. I thought I enjoyed that film. There was another one. Was it Open 24 Hours? I seen. They was
Open
at the gas station. I like that one too. At the gas station. If you haven't seen that one, check that one out, guys. Open 24 hours. All right. So listen, before we go, there's two things I want to do. I want to give the rundown for the show, the shows that we have the rest of the month, and I also wanted to do something that I was planning on doing last week, but for some reason it was not loading on here. But I got it loaded today, and that is Ken Sagos. I promised him I was going to play the trailer of Socrates. So I'm going to play that trailer right now. And you guys, you know, let me know what you think of this if you haven't seen it already. If you have, then you can also let me know what you think of it. So here it is, the trailer of Socrates, Ken Sagos' original concept here we talked about it last week, of an African gray bird that holds the souls of the tortured slaves. And here it is right now.
You gotta love me, you gotta love me, you gotta love me, you gotta love me.
Thomas, come on! My hands, I gotta stop. I don't wanna die. Hey, look at me, Thomas, you're not gonna die. Huh?
You gotta love me, you gotta love me.
Oh, shit. Listen, so we decided to go on a little expedition to see if it was true. For a while, we had no luck. But then we hit something. It was an old box covered in old cloth. Oh my God. Your son.
He considers what's in the box his son, Socrates.
You think that you have dug up a myth, but you really have awakened Armageddon.
Hell, I could have knocked the hell out of President Lincoln on the penny with that ass.
You gotta love me, you gotta love me.
You have no idea what you released.
We didn't mean to do anything.
Yeah, we how were we supposed to know it was real?
My son is near.
Arthur's death gives me strength. Run!
You gotta love me. You gotta love me.
Come on! You want some love? Oh, I got some love for your ass. Come on! Huh?
He's much too strong. He must be stopped.
Gotta love me. Gotta love me. Gotta love me more. Gotta love me more. Gotta love me more.
All right, so there was Socrates Trail. I got to tell you, being a part of the project, it's truly an honor. But like seeing the actual filming of this and being on set for most of it, because most of it was filmed out here in Pennsylvania. The trailer doesn't do justice at all. Like I've seen the film that's completed, sound, everything. It's out there. I can't share it, but I got to say, it's a damn good short, and it runs about 35 minutes or so, and it's something that Ken wanted to do a lot with this, and it's original, and I feel if he gets the funding to turn this into a feature with his ideas and what he wants to put into it, based on what how much he put into this, which is a shoestring budget he had. It was really non-existent. To make what he made and what I've seen is really incredible. And it shows you, again, passion. And there's a story there. And the acting, again, that trailer, it does not do justice. You got to watch this short. I can't wait for him to show it at some of the film festivals in the near future. And when he actually has it out there for everybody to see and check out. It's damn, I want to say more, but I can't. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's good. It's really good stuff. So yeah, Ken, we got you. We gotta love you, buddy, and you're doing it right here, Socrates. So I can't wait to be out there at these festivals out here. I'm looking at some of the comments. Yep, Socrates. Okay, Matt. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's something that's going to be, because it's different, and because there's a story there, and because the acting, I mean, was great. And like Ken was even saying last week, that Tony Todd was supposed to play Moses, the older gentleman there. But he was just too sick to make it. And the film is dedicated to Tony, and it pays homage to all these big franchises too. But anyway, getting off Socrates, because there's only so much I can really talk about with that. Let me know what you guys think I'm seeing here. Looks good. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mama Swift. Thank you, John. Thank you, Matt. Let's see. Oh yeah, wow. Jurassic Park.
I never watched any Jurassic. Oh, those are good. They're good.
So the other thing I wanted to say, what I want to leave everybody with this week is that the schedule. So the schedule for the month, just so I can let everybody know, next week we're going to be talking about haunted attractions. So I don't know if anybody's ever been to Penhurst or, right up here we have Waldorf Estate of Fear, which was the film and location for the original Hell House LLC. Again, I spoke with the owner, Angie. I'm trying to get Angie on the show, the owner of that haunted attraction, but definitely just haunts all over the United States. So we'll be talking about haunted attractions next week. And then the week after that is going to be real paranormal stories. So we're going to get some people to chime in on here, paranormal stories. I know that Lawrence, I don't know if you're still watching, buddy, but yes, Mondo Docs, he's going to be joining us for that conversation. Mama Swift, we got to get Mom on here. She chime in to, give us a story. I would love for you to share. I mean, you shared something with me one time. I remember Swift. We was on the phone chat, and she told me, I got to see this. Or I got to go chasing waterfalls. I got to hear this. Everybody needs to hear that as well. And then April 30th, the Forest Hills conversation. We're gonna have Scott Goldberg joining us on here. So the rest of the month is lined up. That's the schedule, and I'm gonna hopefully get a schedule out at the end of the month for May, so we can give you guys a little heads up on what we're going to be talking about in case you want to chime into some of the conversations. But I appreciate you all for jumping on, tuning in for this R365 live. Hold on one second. Brooklyn Diva sent something here. Black Hole read every year, but the movie Grave Secrets with Patty Duke I liked, but left a lot out. Yep, it was a made for TV.
Okay.
Yeah, they do it a lot. They leave a lot out. That's why they say the books are better than the actual most of the actual films. But yes, guys, appreciate it. everybody that's tuned in here today, under the floorboards, Tony, Scott, Jay, Jimmy the Gent, Horror Film Queen, Mama Swift, of course, Brooklyn Diva,
Paige
Mike,
and
Paige
Mike,
Ann, you know, everybody. I mean, the list goes on. I'm trying to get to everybody.
Horror 521.
Horror 521.
We had Gallows. We had Gallows in here. We had Captain
Gallo,
McKay.
Lady, Captain McKay. Let's see who we got tuning. Okay. Of course, Matt Clifton. Thank you, Nemo Burns.
Nemo, yeah.
Matt
Thank
and the
you.
Mrs. Mondo Docs, of course, Lawrence. Appreciate
Big
you,
Matt.
CC.
CC, yep. CC, my titi.
Killer Reactions.
CC, my titi. Yep.
As
Killer
always.
B.
As always, with the hot takes, man. Always lighting it up in here. You could always
Killer hot
count on
takes.
Killer Reactions to give a killer take on something.
Yeah.
That's going to spark a conversation. So I appreciate that, Regina.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
He lit a fire. He dipped. He dipped out.
Exactly, man. This guy's an arsonist. I mean, he's sitting here, he's just lighting fires up and just running. Come on, man. Jesus. But,
much love to you, Killer B. Much love, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys. Johnny Sparks, of course. I'm going up the list. I'm trying to get everybody here. If I missed you,
Regina, thank you for coming in. We missed your comment. I wish you would have been able to do it again.
Yeah, Pop. Yeah, man. I don't know where. Yeah, but we'll get to it. Tony, Tony. Hey, man, thank you so much. Creepy Betty on the beach. Yeah,
yes, absolutely. Getting that sun.
She's getting, but she should be back joining us on one of the conversations in the near future as well. Trying to get some of the other team members on here so everybody can kind of get familiar, because we have like over 10 team members here. Every week you're going to see this ugly mug right here, Jimmy J, and you're going to see the man of all men, Swifty Cent right here. Swifty Cent, I got to call you that. Swift wheelchair flare. You got many nicknames. The anesthesiologist, Swift Knox. So yeah, man.
The bullet boss.
Yeah, man. The bullet boss, the killer boss. I mean, there's so many names. I go on, and Johnny Sparks, of course. Us three, the trifecta. But we got to get some of the girls on, from time to time.
There we go.
And just give the female perspective on things. But I appreciate everybody here. Thank you all for tuning in again. Swift, take the floor right now, man. Anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
I just want to say thanks, everybody, for coming out. It means a lot. We have a lot of fun with you guys, man. We love you all. And Chicky, I saw you said something about Psycho that needed a remake. That there was a remake in 1998. It was a shot-for-shot remake of the original film with Matthew Vaughn and Anne Heche. But just had to let you know that. But everybody, thank you so much, man. You energize us, man. You give us the flavor to make us keep going. Thank you so much for coming out, man. Appreciate all of you. And that's it.
That's it, my man. And Vince Vaughn. You said Matt Vaughn. Vince Vaughn.
Oh, yeah. Vince Vaughn. Yeah. Vince Vaughn. Wow. What about Matthew Vaughn?
Matt Vaughn.
That's somebody else.
It's all good. Nah. But yeah, we got
Vince Vaughn. Thank you. Yeah.
No, listen, it's late, bro. We've been up since 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Come on.
Yeah.
But guys, girls, appreciate you. Next week, again, stay tuned. Haunted attraction conversation coming. We're talking everything from the build season to the actual attractions. There's different kinds. There's more like Penhurst, and then there's others that you go haunted houses. I mean, we're gonna get into all of that, and hopefully we're gonna have Angie on from Hell House. I'm hoping she could join in and just shine some light on what goes into actually putting together a haunt and how much work is behind that. And haunt actors and actresses. Definitely, that's next week's conversation. Stay tuned, guys. Until then, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for celebrating horror, not only in October, but 365. There it is, baby. We're going to see you next week.